Good evening, everyone. Late Night Mega here, and tonight we're playing Mega Man X7. So put on your PJs and prepare for some cliches. Wait a minute, Mega Man X7? Do I not have anything better I could be playing? Where's my list of games to record? Here we go. Let's see. Well, we could be playing Super Castlevania 4. We could be playing Zelda Link's Awakening. We could be playing Blades of Vengeance. You guys don't even know what that game is, but it's better than this. There's Final Fantasy VI. There's Pokemon Heart Gold Nuzlocke. Actually, there's a lot of Pokemon Nuzlockes on this list. There's Breath of Fire 3. There's Dragon Quest 2. There's Dragon Quest 11. There's, Phantasy Star 2. Well, I've never played that game, but I'm sure it's better than this. Okay, so why am I playing this game? Why am I playing it now? Well, the reason for that is you guys would know him as the A-Train, my friend, and we co-opted Resident Evil 6 together, another really bad game. And what is this fascination with my friend and wanting to play bad games with me? Well, we've played good games together too, so don't worry. It's not just all bad games. But I got the Mega Man X Legacy Collection, and I'll talk about the X Challenge mode, which is the main reason why I got it. I'll talk about that later. But back to why I'm playing this game. So my friend the A-Train, he's like, I don't care that I'm talking about the cutscenes. It doesn't matter. I don't care, and neither should you. So my friend is like, oh, hey, I used to have Mega Man X7 on the PS2 back when he had a PS2. And he's like, well, let's play Mega Man X7. And I've told him how bad this game is. But nope, he wanted to play it anyways. So my theory is I've played through this game in its entirety once when it first came out back in like 2003. And I haven't touched the game since then. So if I was going to play Mega Man X7, I wanted to approach it from a point of knowledge, a point of, okay, I know what I'm doing, and here's some good strategies for the games, and that, not, hey, let's stumble around and hope I remember how to do this correctly. So I'm playing through the game with my friend, and I'm doing a test run on my own just to make sure I kind of perfect, what I'm doing and the order I'm taking the stages and all that. And then I'm doing the actual run that you're seeing now with the gameplay. Well, we haven't gotten to the gameplay yet. But, and then since this is on PS4, the Legacy Collection is, that means I am doing this post-commentary. So that means I have seen or played through this game, 4 times now. And we have a Reploid that can transform into other Reploids. That's actually kind of a cool premises, but that is where the coolness of that is going to end. You'll see.
Sometime in the 22nd century.
Yes, sometime.
Thanks to the Reploids, even the most devastated regions were set back on the road to recover.
What was I going to say now?
But crimes perpetrated by Mavericks were
Yeah, so this is my 4th time seeing or playing through this game.
The Maverick Hunters was the official
So
organization
yeah, that'll
responded to
put anyone in a
incidents
bad
involving
mood, really.
One of the
But I
vigilante
wanted to
X
I wanted to
about the group's forceful methods.
here we go
Removed
with
itself
X.
from the front lines and instead worked to achieve more peaceful solutions.
Now, a lot of people complaining about Mega Man X7 will be like, oh, why must we fight one another? X has turned into this big pussy, and he doesn't want to fight anymore, and you can't even play as him to start with.
Filled the vacuum.
We'll complain about that more next
The
time.
illegal band of bounty hunters who pursued Mavericks was born.
But,
Soon,
and
there was
people,
not a
one
single
critique
Reploid
people will have is they'll say that,
and their charismatic leader
this whole X doesn't want to fight sort of thing, and that and they treat it like it's something new for X, when really it's not. If you go all the way back to even the first Mega Man X game, which you can see on my channel, I've LP'd that, and I went to Chill Penguin last, so that's another good reason to check it out. But you see the text in there, it talks about X feeling like he doesn't want war, he doesn't want violence, he wants to solve things with peace. So we see this side of X throughout the entirety of the X series. So it's not new or unusual for X, but what is new or unusual is that we can't play as the main character of the game. We have to unlock him. We'll talk about how to unlock him next time. Right now we have an intro stage to deal with, and we're playing as this mystery character, whose name will be revealed. So basically you just want to shoot these lasers and then go past them. These security lasers will deal a nice chunk of damage to you. And this guy here, he has a hovering ability. It doesn't work like the hovering in Mega Man X4 with the boots that X gets, where you just jump and then press jump again while you're in the air. So that has screwed me up a little bit in test playthroughs. Oh, we get the 3D section. Now I have plenty of time to complain about 3D sections. You can see already what is wrong with this mess. That's right, you cannot control the camera angle in this. The camera is however the game decides it's going to be, and that's it. What a terrible idea. Especially when the camera ends up, hindering your view, making it so you can't see what's really up ahead, where you're really going to. This happens in the 2D sections as well. There's the short demonstration of the copy shot with this guy here. Okay, his name's Axel, okay? His name's Axel. I'm sick of treating him like a mystery person. Yeah, I spoiled it. It's going to tell you later in the stage anyways. These shielded enemies, you see them like block the first shot and then they just take it, just shoot them. Distance attackers end up being really good in this game. Not Axel though, because his blaster, his little pistol there, it does pathetic damage. We'll complain more about that later too. But yeah, here this is like target practice here, so this is fine. Well, it can be really annoying, but yeah, just press R2 to switch targets, and you gotta be kind of quick, because if you're not, then the entire gate will reset and you'll have to try this challenge over again. But it is what it is. I made it look a lot easier than what it really is, although walking through the door, that's another story. So hovering. To hover with Axel, what you got to do is press jump and keep holding the button down. You don't press it again while you're in the air. So I have screwed up hovering on that, because it's not like the boots from X's armor in X4, which is a much better Mega Man X game. In fact, my favorite Mega Man X game, and I have LP'd that on here too, so go check that one out. Is it bad that I'm, using this video to just advertise future games I plan on LPing, or sending you to other games that I've played? Yeah, Zero, this game is a mess. How did this place get trashed like this? I mean, come on, Axel didn't do much. We're playing as Zero now. And you can see we're in 2D. The camera will kind of tell you that, so... So Zero, if his sword slashes look like they're going in slow motion, that's because they are. That's the normal speed of this game. We start with the double jump with Zero, and the air dash. Actually, all the characters can air dash, so that's nice. And we get these Vs. It's a throwback to Mega Man X, maybe in a vain attempt to make this game not look terrible. But alas, these are not that difficult. Notice when you do the jump slash with Zero, he does like this little spin twirly thing in the air, and it's kind of slow to pull off. So it's not like the other Mega Man X games, specifically X4, 5, and 6, where you can just, this is an annoying spot, where enemies are just going to spawn until they decide to stop spawning. And this is supposed to be challenging. So yeah, it's not like X4, X5, X6, where you can just, like, super jump through the air and then use your sword or your Z-Saber and it happens right away and it covers like most of your body or right in front of your body. No, it's just this little tiny slash in front of you, and you take your time to twirl around before doing it. Yeah, so you can't really rely on it as a defensive as an offensive defensive type of move like you could have in other X games. And now we get, yeah, the camera is that bad. Now we get into a 3D section with Zero, and it goes about as well as you'd expect. Once you get used to this game's physics, you know, the 3D sections become manageable with Zero, but he's not the best character to be using for most of the 3D sections. Again, the short-range weapon. Now, I don't know why I'm not taking damage here. I mean, clearly this thing is going right through me, but yeah, just stand on top of it and just keep swinging. That is a wonderful view. Yeah, so here you're gonna see some of the issues with Zero and the sword slashing. Here, oh, another thing is with the Z-Saber in this game, you can actually reflect most projectiles with the Z-Saber, which is pretty cool. I do like that. So yeah, a main strategy with Zero when it comes to battling enemies is don't jump, just kind of stand still and slash your sword. Yeah, it's kind of slower, but if you've noticed, this gameplay is a lot slower. Okay, the first thing you're gonna do when you meet Zero is call him stupid.
Incident? What are you talking about? Oh, here it comes.
What do you mean, what incident? Just look around you. Roads and highways are destroyed, cars are overturned. What caused any of that?
What's going on?
Yeah, he's gonna tell you. Actually, a really cheap thing is the enemy starts moving and attacking you like right away, like just as you're coming out of the cutscene. Even if you slide there, you saw me try to slide to escape him. Yeah, there was no escape from that attack. This is another issue, this auto-scrolling section where you don't really know what's up ahead, although it is a short section, so it's not too much of an issue. But yeah, again, with the camera angles, you can't really see where you're going or what's up ahead. Our characters, Axel and Zero here, they're going to take up more space, in my opinion, than they should on the screen. So, yes, now we can call Axel with the L2 button. This brings us to one of the main mechanics, something that I think X7 did well. I do have a couple things to praise this game about. So what you can do... You're so slow at slashing Zero, that's terrible. Okay, swap. So you can see Axel and Zero will each maintain their own separate health bars. So you can use this to your advantage to essentially extend your health bar in boss fights or stages and such by swapping out a character that's at low health with a character that has, well, more health. And you can also swap between characters to help take on different challenges and use their different abilities. I didn't think I was that close enough to be hit by that thing. So yeah, Axel's kind of better at fighting bosses and mini-bosses because he has ranged attacks. And Zero's Z-Saber is generally not good at that because of how slow it is. But that is all for our intro stage. Now it's time for a bunch of cutscenes that I'm going to talk over, mostly.
I'm not gonna run off. So could you take this thing off? It makes me feel like a criminal.
You are a criminal. Thank you, Zero.
Okay, maybe what I did was wrong, but like we were a perfect team, don't you think? When we kicked that big dude's butt, I thought.
So yeah, I like the concept of this team and character swapping here that X7 introduces. It kind of makes me wonder, you know, especially playing through like X5, you talk about, you know, teaming up X and Zero, but you can't swap mid-stage like you can here, and that's where I think X5 and X6 kind of misses that opportunity. But yeah, we have it here.
Here he is.
Nice work, Zero.
Cygnus, could your voice be any more bland?
Caused all this trouble.
I guess so.
Oh, it's
I
X.
had no idea they'd send that kind of gear after us.
Here? Who's after you?
I left Red Alert. Believe it or not, I'm a hunter.
So Axel is basically this wannabe Maverick Hunter. He wants to join the Maverick Hunters X and Zero, but he wasn't. He didn't make it or whatever.
I apologize for that.
Oh, come on, X. You can't blame Axel because Red Alert is sending all of that stuff to attack him.
Do you have any idea?
X cool. All right, Axel. Why don't you start by telling us why you left?
Red Alert changed. They're no better than murderers now. They used me. We used to only attack the bad guys. Not anymore. I couldn't take it.
They're going to come for Axel, no doubt.
This is our chance. Red Alert has caused us far too much trouble.
How can you say that? If we fight, we'll fall right into their hands. We can't allow this madness to continue.
Or we don't fight and just let them fight us and everyone else. I mean, really?
It's the only choice.
That's quite enough. You need to back off and pay the dues for your crimes.
X, that's quite enough of your I don't like violence drivel anymore. Come on, X, you were built to fight evil and stop these guys. Just do it.
You getting this, hunters? I'm Red, leader of your friends here at Red Alert. I never imagined our little friend would end up in your hands. But in any case, I want Axel back. Now, don't you worry.
Okay, you can have him.
He'll come back easily. So how about this? Like
We have him in cuffs.
We've trashed our share of Mavericks. So how about a duel? A duel to determine who...
Also, how is Red Alert considered illegal hunters? What, do the official Maverick Hunters just have like a monopoly on Maverick hunting that no one else is allowed to do it besides them? Really? Why would that be something that... Never mind. This whole premise is stupid.
Nothing to do with us. We won't fight the likes of you for his sake.
Just give Axel back.
Well, pretty big talker for a retiree.
So, here's the premise of this. We have Axel. We don't want Axel. He really has nothing to do with the Maverick Hunters at this point. And instead of just, you know, handing him over, or Red accepting us just handing him over, Red says, well, I'm going to release 8 Mavericks to terrorize the place, and let's see if you can defeat them. And if you can keep Axel.
I'm sorry. This is all my fault.
This is dumb.
This is turning into a real mess.
The other Maverick Hunters, Red Alert, are now releasing Mavericks.
Right? So make me a Maverick Hunter. Me and Zero make a great team, and together we could take care of Red Alert.
Zero looks bored.
Are you mad? You have no business as a hunter.
I'm serious.
Then you join us,
We have
Axe.
a chance to make up for my wrongdoing.
But he's not going to.
If you had just gone back, the problem would have been solved. But I can see that won't be happening.
He left Red Alert. What, is he not allowed to leave Red Alert now?
Listen to reason. And even if
Why are you
Axel
pinning this on
which they
Axel?
won't, would they stop their misdeeds? I don't think so.
At least someone has some sense.
Hey,
Thank you, Zero.
understand. I always thought you and X were so cool.
And Axel
I want
sounds
to
like a
learn
whiny
what to be
teenager.
a Maverick hunter.
Not just anybody can become a hunter, kid.
We're not getting anywhere with this. I'm ready to go.
No, wait.
I'm going by myself. As for you, you can do as you please.
Yeah. X, if I catch all the bounty hunters, you've got to promise me you'll let me be a Maverick hunter.
Talk is cheap. Prove it to me first. And don't forget this.
Okay, I won't let you down.
That must have been his pistol he gave back. Yeah, Axel's supposed to have dual pistols. And the thing is, he can only shoot one at a time.
X, don't overthink this. This time our only choice is to fight.
We've made this mistake time and time again.
X, shut up with your
Why
I
must
don't
that
want to
way
fight
continue this
nonsense.
accursed cycle of aggression?
Why don't you just kill the bad ones like you were designed to do? Now another thing I hate about this game. The menu system. How could you possibly screw up the menu system? I just said I wanted to save. So I say I want to save, and then I have to say I want to save again. And then, the second time though, it starts you out with no. Do you want to save this date? And the no. Okay, that's all for now. I'll see you guys next time.